Cards in my car with our posada and space case cards. First in a live chat. Boom. Right at 2 o'clock. We got start early birds. We will get everybody that locks in for today. Their entries. Come on. Come on. All right. There we go. Lockin 99. Thank you for the awesome Bobby with Donald. No problem. Glad you enjoyed the package. Always a pleasure. Hope everyone is having a great day here. I'm still at work. No problem there, Robert. Don't get in trouble with your boss. Be careful. Be smooth. But I know you do it a lot. So just be careful. I know what you do for a job, too. Unless you've changed jobs recently. But yeah, be careful, bro. All right, so I'm going to start getting everybody in here so we can get the logins for today. Just so everybody knows, we are at 487 entries through yesterday. So maybe early in September, we might have a September drawing. We're going to do whatever entries we get from the rest of August here, and then we will go from there. All right. So let me get the closed captioning off here. And who do we got? Space case cards is first. Then we've got cards in my car. Lockin 99. Dun, 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 dun. Lockin 99. Cards in my car. Lockin. God is greats in the house. You can see me writing there. And so far, that's it. We've got two more. We got semi-truck. Semi-truck. My truck 75. Let's see who else we might get coming in here. We got less than a minute to go. Let me get ready to end early birds. Okay, right at 2:05, we'll end the early birds and get into our trivia for today. We're going to have Friday's trivia, which will be worth 5 points. And we will have the weekend trivia, Saturday, Sunday, for 5 points. So 2 trivias, 5 points apiece as soon as we get into that phase. Then we will do Billy Southworth's Hall of Fame postcard. And then we will do the Billy Southworth biography. And lastly, we'll close with the FairField. Next, well, no, we got 2 more weeks of FairFields left after this one. Hit the like buttons. There we go. There we had a semi-truck. We had a semi-truck 75. All right. So boom, there we go. We got 205 in here. we can close that off. We can refresh the chat so I know where we're at. And we'll get these guys in here for, we got semi-truck, space case, Lockin' 99, God is great, and cards in my car. We got Sean, the Jedi Master. Sean, the Jedi Master. Who else? So I've got, don't mind helping out. Okay, so cards in my car with our Posada, God is great, Lockin' 99, Sean the Jedi Master, semi-truck 75, and space case cards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a 2+. So if I did not call off your channel, let me know before it is too late if I missed it in the chat. Again, cards in my car with Art Posada, God is great, Walker 99, Sean the Jedi Master, Semi-Truck 75, and Space Case cards. If there's nobody there refuting, we will continue on with our trivia. Chuck Nasty Sports. Chuck, why are you always showing up late? Why are you showing up late, dear Chuck? But I will get you in here, Chuck Dupree. All right. Got you in there, Chuck. You pop your 2+ on there. One of my faithful followers. All right. I think I got everybody now. We'll do the refresh. We'll get into our first trivia for today, Friday, August the 23rd. We have the baseball birthdays for today are George Kell, George Davis, Julio Franco, and Sherm Lawler. And our trivia for today, where's Dragon Fan Tim when you need him? He's a Detroit Tiger fan. Team history. Team history is our trivia for today. Name the first Tigers pitcher to strike out 300 batters in a season. Is it A, Hal Newhouser? Is it B, Denny McLain? Is it C, Mickey Lolich? Is it D, Justin Verlander? Or is it E, Max Scherzer? Put your guesses in now. I'll read it through one more time while you guys are thinking about it. Team history, name the first Tigers pitcher to strike out 300 batters in a season. And I don't have to reread it. Big Ray's ball cards got it first with C, Mickey Lolich. Okay. So that was Big Ray. Big Ray, where were you earlier? You just pop in here? Yeah, you did after that. So Big Ray. Okay. 2 plus your 5. You're on a roll there, Big Ray. Hopping in late and getting the first trivia. All right. So there is our question again. Name the first Tigers pitcher to strike out 300 batters in a season. Hal Newhouser, Denny McLain, Mickey Lolich, Justin Verlander, and Max Scherzer. The answer is C, Mickey Lolich. All right, I'm going to read this real quick, and then I'll show it to you. The answer is C, Mickey Lolich, who remains the only Tiger hurler to fan 300 batters, put it all together in 1971. The burly lefty led the junior circuit in wins with 25, 45 starts, innings pitched 376, and strikeouts 308. In most seasons, such statistics would be rewarded with a Cy Young Award, but Lolich finished second to Vida Blue. The Athletics phenom, who also won the MVP, was 24-8, and he led the league with a 1.82 ERA and 8 shutouts. Lolich had won the World Series MVP in 68 by winning 3 games, including a Game 7 victory over Bob Gibson. There we go. Again, Mickey Lolich was the answer. C, as per the front of the trivia. Mickey Lolich. I gave you your entries there, Big Ray. Now we'll get into the weekend of fun. Oh, and by the way, that hobby box did not make it in yet. Most likely tomorrow or Monday. So if I end up getting a Monday or tomorrow, because I don't do streams on the weekend, we will. If it comes in over the weekend, as much as I want to open it, I will wait until Tuesday to maybe open up some of the box or part of the box, or just open it up through the week. We'll see how things end up working, okay? I know semi-truck, but Big Ray got it first. Big Ray got it first. We double check here. Oh, wait, did I mess up again? No, D, C, Big Ray, and C, semi-truck. Yep, you got it right after Big Ray. Sorry about that. I know you did. Remember, you have to be the first correct answer on my chat. And Big Ray was first. Okay? But we're going to do one more trivia, so you still have a chance to get in on the fun of 5 free entries. Tomorrow, for Saturday, August 24th, the Saturday birthdays are one of my favorites, Cal Ripken Jr., followed by Harry Hooper, Tim Salmon, and Hal Witchick. Okay, and then the Sunday birthdays for Sunday, August the 25th are Raleigh Fingers, Albert Bell, Dick Rudolph, and Daryl Johnson. Okay, any Dodger fans out there? Here we go. Moments is the title for the trivia. Name the Dodger who got the pennant-winning hit in Game 4 of the 1978 playoffs. Is it A, Dusty Baker? Is it B, Bill Russell? Is it C, Ron Cey? Or is it D, Steve Garvey? Moments hit in Game 4 of the 1978 playoffs. Was it A, Dusty Baker, B, Bill Russell, C, it says, name the Dodger who got the pennant-winning hit in Game 4 of the 1978 playoffs. It was Bill Russell. B, Bill Russell? Okay. The answer, B, Bill Russell. After the Phillies reliever Tug McGraw got Reggie Smith to fly out to center and Steve Garvey to ground out to third, beginning the bottom of the 10th inning, Ron Say walked, Dusty Baker reached first on an error, and Bill Russell delivered a single to center, scoring Say for the game-winning unearned run and a 4-3 victory. The Dodgers won the National League Championship Series 3-1. So congratulations there, Semi-Truck, for getting that one correct. Just a guess, but a good, lucky guess. Okay, I'm going to put these away till the end there. I do not have any baseball cards for Billy Southworth. So I think I've got, oh, no. What am I doing there? There we go. That's a little bit better there, actually. Okay. Get that ready. I think I'm zoomed in all the way. Yep. Zoomed in all the way. So I am going to get ready here to switch over, and we are going to do first, we're going to do is a Hall of Fame postcard. Okay. In case those have never seen these before, it is the back National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, Cooperstown, New York, baseball.org. This is the plaque of William Harold Southworth, elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 2008. Baseball Hall of Fame Committee on Baseball Veterans. The date of printing of this card, though, is 2015. I don't know why it took so long to print then, but maybe it was just a reprint and they had to put a different copyright on it. But William Harold Southworth, nicknamed Billy, played for St. Louis in the National League 1929 and 1940 through 45, and Boston in the National League 1946 through 1951. A sharp, serious, and successful manager with a relentless desire for victory admired by his players. Guided his teams to 90 or more wins in six times in 13 seasons. Won 3 straight National League pennants with 100-win champions from 1942 through 1944, including world titles in 1942 and 1944. Rebuilt and skippered Boston Braves, guiding club to the 1948 National League pennant. His .597 win percentage ranks 5th best all-time managing teams to a 1,044 and 704 mark in 9 full seasons, and his teams never posted a losing record. So there you have it. Billy Southworth's Hall of Fame postcard. Okay. And yes, for those that do remember last week, I didn't open up the pack from that FairField last week. And I'm debating on whether I will open or if I should open. No, the pack, I'm not going to worry about it. But I'm going to give it to a Patreon. Only because I have to build up my pack bin again. So if we get the same year in the pack in this box too, I'll probably save it. But if I get a different one that I'm not used to opening, I'll probably open it. Okay. But without further ado, Billy Southworth isn't going to be a long biography. So right after it, we will go into opening up the FairField before we finish the stream. Okay. And when we do that, I'll move this postcard out of the way. We'll open up the pack, see what we get out of it, and so forth. So Billy Southworth, William Harold Southworth, was born March 9th, 1893, and passed away on November 15th, 1969, was an American outfielder and manager in Major League Baseball. As a player in 1913 and 15, and from 1918 to 29 for 5 big league teams. Southworth took part in almost 1,200 games, fell just short of 1,300 hits, and batted .297 lifetime. Southworth managed in 1929 and from 1940 through 51. He oversaw 3 pennant-winning St. Louis Cardinals teams, winning 2 World Series and another pennant with the Boston Braves, the last National League title in Boston baseball history as manager of the Cardinals. His .642 winning percentage is second highest in franchise history and the highest since 1900. Later in life, Southworth served as a scout for the Braves. He endured a great deal of tragedy in his baseball career, first experiencing the stillbirth of his twin babies and the deaths of his wife and his adult son. He died in 1969, and he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2008. 6 years later, the Cardinals inducted him to the St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Fame Museum. He also belongs to the Alabama Sports Hall of Fame. Southworth had a son, Billy Southworth Jr., and a cousin, Bill Southworth, who played professional baseball also. As far as his early life and playing career, Southworth was born in Harvard, Nebraska, to Orlando and Mariah Southworth, and raised in Columbus, Ohio. He had 4 older brothers who had played baseball before he was old enough to play with them. Southworth would give his old socks to his brothers so they could create makeshift balls. Southworth decided to play baseball against his father's wishes. Orlando Southworth had wanted his son to attend college. At the age of 19, he signed a contract with the Portsmouth Cobblers team in the Ohio State League. He joined the Cleveland Indians in 1913, but only appeared in 1 game, entering as a replacement on defense. In 1914, Southworth married Lyda Brooks. She was a minister's daughter, and they had met while Southworth was playing for Portsmouth. The couple's son, William Brooks Southworth, was born during Southworth's early playing career. Billy Southworth Jr. later became a professional baseball player for several years. The elder Southworth returned to the Cleveland Indians in 1915 and appeared in 60 games. He played for the Birmingham Barons in 1917 and parted in part of 1918, when he made the Pittsburgh Pirates and played in 64 Major League games. Southworth played more regularly in 1919, appearing in 121 games and leading the league with 14 triples. With the exception of 2 seasons, Southworth played in at least that many games through 1926. In 1926, Southworth's offensive production increased, and he finished the season with a .320 batting average, 16 home runs, and 99 RBIs. He ran into difficulty with the New York manager John McGraw that year, as Southworth's independent style became incompatible with McGraw's strict leadership. He was traded from the New York Giants to the St. Louis Cardinals. In the middle of the season, Southworth suffered a 1927 rib injury that limited his playing time. The Cardinals leadership began to look for a role for Southworth beyond his playing career. Get a sip of water here real quick to refresh my voice. Big Ray, Posada, Trucker, Jason, Titus, Sean, Chuck, Casey. Fist bumps around the house. I don't think I missed anybody in the chat here recently. Let me do a refresh of the live chat so I know where I left off for now. As far as his early career as a manager, Southworth's managerial career began in 1928 with the Rochester Red Wings of the AA International League, the top club in the Cardinals farm system. In May, Southworth and his wife experienced the stillbirths of twins. Southworth returned home after losing the twins, but he quickly came back to Rochester. Late in the season, Southworth received word that Billy Jr. had been accidentally shot by a neighbor in Columbus. His son recovered, but the experience shook the manager. The team won the International League Championship that season. Southworth was promoted to St. Louis as player manager for 1929, replacing Bill McKinney, who won a National League pennant in 1928 and lost the World Series in 4 straight games to the New York Yankees. Southworth's major league playing career reached the end of the road as he appeared in only 19 games, 5 in the outfield, and batted only .188 with 6 hits. He finished with a .297 batting average, 1,192 MLB games played, with 52 home runs, 91 triples, 173 doubles, 661 runs scored, and 561 RBIs. He stole 138 bases in his career and had double-digit steals in 8 seasons. As a big leaguer, Southworth had 1,296 hits in 4,359 at-bats. His 1929 MLB managerial debut was not much more successful than his playing stint. 1 year removed from being a teammate of his charges, he attempted to impose discipline on the Cardinals, banning them from driving their own automobiles. The team did not respond to his hard line and won only 43 of their first 88 games. Southworth was sent back to Rochester on July 21st. McKinney was rehired and the Cardinals finished in 4th place. Although Southworth immediately resumed his successful minor league managerial career, the firing and personal tragedy, the death of his wife, Lyda, at age 42, began a downward spiral. Beset by struggles with alcoholism, he quit a coaching job with the 1933 Giants during the spring training and left the baseball for 2 seasons. After a recovery, he rejoined the Cardinals minor league system in 1935, and by 1939, he was again enjoying success as Rochester's manager. He remarried in 1935, wedding the former Mabel Stemmen, with whom he had a daughter. The return to the Cardinals. In June 1940, he received a second chance with the struggling Cardinals when owner Sam Breeden fired manager Ray Blades and promoted Southworth from Rochester. This time, the Cards flourished under him with talented players such as Ina Slaughter, Marty Marion, Stan Musial, Walker Cooper, Mort Cooper, Whitey Kurowski, and Johnny Beasley, being harvested each spring from the club's farm system. The Cardinals entered a golden age in their history. Upon Southworth's appointment, they won 69 of 109 games and jumped from 7th to 3rd place in 1940. The following season, they won 97 games and finished 2nd. From 1942 to 1944, the Cardinals won 106, 105, and 105 games, 3 pennants, and 2 World Series titles. Southworth was the first manager to lead a team to 100 wins in 3 consecutive seasons. His 1942 Cardinals, who breezed to the World Series championship in 5 games, were the only team out of 8 to ever defeat Joe McCarthy's New York Yankees in a fall classic. In 1943, both teams met again in the World Series, but this time the Yankees turned the tables on the Redbirds winning in 5 games. The Cards' third successive National League pennant, 1944, produced another World Championship, a 6-game triumph over the American League. The St. Louis Browns, with it, Southworth had presided over one of the most dominant 3-year stretches in National League history. However, another personal family tragedy struck when on February 15, 1945, his son, Billy Jr., by then a United States Army Air Force major, died when his Boeing B-29 Superfortress crashed into Flushing Bay, New York. After taking off from Mitchell Field to New York on a training flight to Florida. Still, Southworth began managing at the beginning of the 1945 season, which saw his Cardinals win 95 games but finished second, 3 games behind the Chicago Cubs. His latter managerial career, Southworth moved to the Boston Braves in 1946, signing a then lucrative managing contract for a reported $50,000 a season, and immediately led the Braves into the first division. Talented pitchers Johnny Sain and Warren Spahn had both returned from service in World War II that year. In 1948, the Braves won their second National League pennant of the 20th century and Boston's last National League title, but were defeated in 6 games by the Cleveland Indians in the 1948 World Series. In that World Series, all the games were close except for one, when the Braves beat pitcher Bob Feller 11-5. Author John Rossi writes that Sain lost some respect for Southworth after the manager said that managing and not talent had won the 1948 pennant. Sain had already become irritated with Southworth after the 1948 signing of unproven bonus baby pitcher. During the following season in 1949, Boston struggled on the field and was in chaos off the diamond. Southworth was rumored to be drinking heavily and near nervous collapse. Some players complained about his rules and regulations, and some including starting shortstop Alvin Dark and second baseman Eddie Stanky, were critical of his drinking. Meanwhile, others, like Sain, resented the amount of credit Southworth had received from the 1948 pennant. With Boston at 55-54 on August 16th, Southworth turned the Braves over to coach Johnny Cooney for the remainder of 1949. After some of the rebellious players, including Dark and Stanky, had been traded, Southworth returned to his post in 1950 and led the Braves to a 4th-place finish. On August 29, 1950, Southworth recorded his 1,000th win as a manager, leading the Braves to a 4-0 win over Cincinnati. Southworth had managed to convert a team that hadn't finished 4th since 1934 into one that would finish 4th or better for 6 straight seasons. However, an aging team and declining attendance would bode poorly for both Southworth's career and the Braves' future in New England. In 1951, Southworth's club was only 28-31 on June 19th. He called the team's general manager, John Quinn, and asked to be allowed to resign, and he was replaced by former standout right fielder Tommy Holmes. He would finish out the season, but was fired in the middle of what turned out to be the final season of the Braves in Boston. Southworth's Major League managerial win-loss record was 1,044, 704, and 22. His .597 winning percentage is 7th all-time during managers to McCarthy's .615. Southworth has the least amount of games managed, 1,770, for any manager to have won 1,000 games. Southworth was the first to win the World Series as a player and again as a manager. Southworth remained with the Braves as a scout in the 1950s. As far as later in life for him, for the last couple of decades of his life, Southworth lived outside of Sunbury, Ohio. By the summer of 1969, his health had begun to fail, and he was confined to his home. He gave a final interview to a reporter for the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. He commented on how difficult it would be for the 1969 Cardinals to win a third straight National League championship. As the 1944 team had done. Though he had quit smoking many years earlier, Southworth died of emphysema that year in Columbus, Ohio, and was buried in Green Lawn Cemetery. Southworth's cousin, Bill Southworth, appeared in the major leagues in 1964. Then, as far as his legacy, let me get another sip of water quick here. Yeah, this is a lesser known, but next Tuesday we're going to be doing Warren Spahn. Just to give you a heads up, I'll give you a heads up after we finish this bio who the next 4 Hall of Famers will be for next week. All right. Southworth was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2008. He had been eligible for election as a player in the 1940s, but he received few votes. After Southworth had been left off of the ballot as a manager in 2003, Arthur Mueller had begun a campaign of letter writing, phone calls to the Hall of Fame, radio show comments, and advocacy through his website known as the Birdhouse. Southworth was elected after receiving 13 votes from the 16-member Veterans Committee. On the occasion of Southworth's election to the Hall of Fame, one of his former players on the 1948 Braves, Clint Conister, paid tribute to his old manager. He just had a gut feeling about the right thing to do in a situation. Conister recalled the moves he would make would work for him all the time, not occasionally. Leo DeRocher was the same way. It was like some guys can pick horses out of nowhere. Southworth was a genius like that on the diamond. On January 2014, the Cardinals announced that Southworth was among 22 former players and personnel to be inducted into the St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Fame Museum for the inaugural class of 2014. He is also a member of the Alabama Sports Hall of Fame. So there you have it, Billy Southworth's biography. Now let's go over all of his stats from his Hall of Fame induction. Again, he was a right fielder and a manager. He was born March 9th, 1893 in Harvard, Nebraska. He died November 15th, 1969 at the age of 76 in Columbus, Ohio. He batted left through right. His MLB debut, August 4th, 1913 for the Cleveland Indians. His last MLB appearance was July 9th, my birthday, but I wasn't born yet. 1929 for the St. Louis Cardinals. His MLB statistics for his career: batting average was .297, 52 home runs, 561 RBIs. His managerial record was 1,044 and 704. His winning percentage was .597. At the teams he played for as a player: the Cleveland Indians, 1913 to 15. Pittsburgh Pirates, 1918 to 1920. The Boston Braves, 1921 to 23. New York Giants, 1924 to 26. St. Louis Cardinals, 1926 to 27 and 1929. As a manager, the St. Louis Cardinals, 1929 and 1940 through 45. The Boston Braves, 1946 to 49 and 51. 50 to 51. His career highlights and awards: 3 times World Series champion, 1926, 42, and 44. St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Fame. He's a member of the National Baseball Hall of Fame, inducted in 2008 with 81.3% of the vote, and the election method was the Veterans Committee. So there you have it, Billy Southworth for our Hall of Fame for this Friday, closing out. So I'll give you a sneak peek real quick into next week's Hall of Famers. We will have Warren Spahn, Al Spalding. I won't show the cards yet. Keep you in suspense. Then we have Tris Speaker, and we will end the week next week with Willie Stargell. Okay, that will be our Hall of Famers for next week. And so, without further ado, we will end our stream today with a FairField Friday opening. If you remember, last week, I think it was last week or the week before, we got an awesome hit. I think it was that autograph, right? That was very, very interesting. Next week has some great ones. Well, I know at least one other is listening to the bio. Okay, so let's see. What's our date here? Oh, 2/24. Ooh, this one is from this year. This is a brand new one from February of 2024. Can't remember. Is this the first one from this year? Ooh, different pack. Oh no, we got Don Russ triple play. I think we'll open this one. This is a 1992 triple play. That one's kind of cute. They got a price on the pack there of 59 cents for a 1992 triple play. Play the triple play game. We will open that one. I do like the older triple play. I don't like the new ones as much. Okay. That one is empty. Nothing left in there. We will put this off to the side so I can use it for a repack product down the road. And we will go through. We might see some different type cards in here. Might have some newer stuff maybe. Oh my word. That's pretty cool. I think we've got a hit. Wow. We got 2 more left. We'll have to see. All right. I'll just take them up one at a time. Bill Duran with the Astros. Dave Palmer with the Expos. We got Bobby Bonilla with the Pittsburgh Pirates. We got a Seattle Mariner, Bob Dressler with the Tops. And yes, for those that gave me the intel the other day, I did see yesterday for sure that Seattle Mariners did make their dive. They fired Scott Servius, and longtime fan favorite from Seattle, Dan the Man Wilson, was a catcher back in the day. He is now the new temporary manager, at least for the rest of this year, and maybe longer. Maybe they'll hire on Dan the Man Wilson for the new manager for the Seattle Mariners. That was pretty interesting, but thanks for the intel on that one. So, a lot of fun. Yeah. All right, so we've got John Littlefield with the Cardinals, Joe Youngblood with the Giants, Jeff Parent with the Expos, Bill Russell with the Dodgers, Doug Flynn with the Rangers. We got Ed Hearn with the Kansas City Royals. We got Harrison Bader with the New York Yankees. We've got, oh, that feels so thick, Jesse Chavez with the Atlanta Braves. We've got Will the Thrill Clark with the Giants. That's pretty neat. That's what year is this one? 2023. I thought that was a newer type insert. All right. Then we've got Kevin Young with the Pirates. We've got Gold Reserve, Drew. Why just Drew? JD Drew. And then we've got, speaking of Dan the Man Wilson. This is his second year card. Yep, this is his second year card. That would have been neat pulling a rookie of him. Yes, never heard of him before today, and then all of a sudden, oh, you got to be a Seattle fan. Everybody knows Dan the Man Wilson. All right, believe it or not, that was the closest I ever got to meeting a Major League Baseball player. He lived in Marysville, Washington, where I delivered mail. And I am pretty sure at one point or another, not thinking and not paying attention, I probably delivered his mail before. Bill Russell, not Dan the Man. Oh, you're talking about Bill Russell, huh? Quit slapping things. Bipter, Yoda, BM, triple play was fun. Go Astros. Wilson was a decent player. I liked him. Bill Russell wasn't the answer to the trivia. What? Yes. Never heard of him before today. And then all of a sudden, Bill Russell, not Dan the Man. Okay. Did I miss something there? Probably something in the conversation, right? But we got rookie class Orlando Miller. We've got a Orlando Merced with the Pirates. We've got a Kevin McReynolds with the Mets. We've got a Chicago White Sox, Richard Dotson. We got a base on balls walk for Pittsburgh Pirates. We've got a Chris Hoyles with the Orioles, a Brian Hickerson with the Giants, a Terry Pendleton with the Braves, a Wally Joyner with the Angels, a Brian Harvey with the Angels. Here, I'm going to hold it up here now. Do it this way since it's smaller. Sweet fancy mother. Ooh, shiny. What shiny? Oh, okay, got it. Now I know what you're talking about. Tom Candiotti with the Indians. A checklist card. That'll go to my checklist stack sleeve. Next up, Don Slott with the Pirates. A lot of Pirates in here. Darren Oliver with the Angels. Mike Gallego with the Yankees. Nelson Santovina with the Expos. Brian Holton with the Orioles. We got a Bobby Witt. With the Oakland Athletics. Is that Bobby Witt Jr.'s dad? Bobby Witt Sr.? Then we got a Mark Davis with the Braves. Got another checklist here, a minor league, card number 199. Oh, that's the minor league gold collection. The neat checklist. All right, then we got TJ Matthews TJ Matthews, Otis Nixon with the Expos. Dun, 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 dun. What do we got here? Jerry Hairston, Clear Ultra, 92 Don Russ, Steve Bedrosian. Then we got an Aaron Seeley with Boston, a Kirk McCaskill with the Angels, a Jody Davis with the Cubs, a Willie Green star rookie for Cincinnati, I believe. Oh, yeah, Cincinnati. Seattle Mariners, Rodney Craig. Get me closer here. 2 Mariners, no Hall of Famers yet. Chris Brown with the Giants. And we've got a Don Jaha with the Milwaukee Brewers. We got a Bobby Witt, another Bobby Witt Sr. for the Rangers. Oh no, we've got our third. Is that our third checklist card? Yep. Our third checklist card. 1999 Topps. Then we've got a Dan Quisenberry with Kansas City Royals. And our next to last card before we get the hit is Howard Johnson with the Mets. Uh-oh, it looks like it's going to be a Miami Marlin. Wow, is FairField starting to put decent Jorge Alfaro. Ooh, and it's a short print. It is 47 out of 349. And it's a uniform. Game used memorabilia for Jorge Alfaro with the Miami Marlins. This is a 2021 Topps. Yeah. Get this in a sleeve. That was an awesome hit. Ojo's Motel. But Jorge Alfaro, nice little relic card there for 2021 Topps Tier 1 in a Fairfield. That was unexpected. Not Lockin, I like that. Yep, not one Hall of Famer in this bunch. I don't know what the world's coming to here, but we did get 3 checklists. And now we're going to check out this Hall of Famer pack here. Let me put this guy over here. That might go on my whatnot sale today, because I don't collect the Miami Marlins. Somebody might. All right, so and then we've got 2 Seattle Mariners we found. Yeah, most likely that's the place where I'd probably find a Hall of Famer, would be my guess. So I'm going to put those 2 there, these 2 Mariners right here. All right, and let's see what we can find in this 1992 Premier Edition Don Russ Triple Play. So it's 15 baseball cards and a triple play game card. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, I don't think these were that fancy that I remember of. But we got Cincinnati Red right on the back here. That's a good start. That's for sure. We got a triple play scratch. Let's say win a trip to the 1983 All-Star game. That'd be cool. Can we go to the 1983 All-Star game? We go back in time if we scratch it and win. Oh my word. The prize, the cards had to have been received by April 30th, 1993. I think we're a little bit late. Just a little bit late. But that's okay. So let's see who we got here in this 1992 triple play. We got a Dave Stewart with the Oakland A's, a Chito Martinez with the Orioles, a Dave Stieb with the Blue Jays, Jose Offerman with the Dodgers. We got a Chasing Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly. So we can put that one over here. Then we got a Tony Fernandez with the Padres. We got a Fun at the Park. Baseball players like to have fun at the ballpark. This photo shows 3 New York Mets who think they are playing for the New York Giants. David Cohn is trying to block Jeff Ennis's kick. John Franco is the holder. Even though work is serious, this shows you can have fun at your job. David Valle, he's with the Seattle Mariners still in the broadcast booth. Terry Mulholland with the Phillies. Robin Ventura with the White Sox. Dennis Martinez. Pedro and Edgar are the only Martinezes in the Hall of Fame. Roberto Kelly with the Yankees. Ken Caminiti with the Astros. Roberto Alomar. We finally got a Hall of Famer. In Roberto. And a Chasing Donnie Baseball. Fan favorite. And a Chris Sable with the Cincinnati Reds. So nothing to write home about, but still was fun nonetheless. And I think there's more cards again this year than we were finding in prior boxes, but that includes the pack there also. So hopefully you all enjoyed that. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream today with the Hall of Famer. Again, Tuesday we'll be doing Warren Spahn. Wednesday, I might, if I don't make it by 2 o'clock, don't hold it against me. My wife has a last minute scheduling of a doctor's appointment in Seattle that we got to go to on Wednesday. I might make it back in time to start right at 2 o'clock, but if not, it might be a little bit later. Very nice. I wish I kept the 86 and 2004 ballots. I was at both. 86 was Clemens versus Gooden. Oh, there you go, Sean. That would have been cool. All right. But I'm going to go ahead and get ready to do the 2-minute warning here so we can finish things up. Okay. Let me put this here real quick. All right, there we go. Start the end of the 2-minute end of stream. The 2-minute end of stream. Chuck's here. Chuck's still here. All right. So we got about a minute left. Right at 3 o'clock. I'm going to end the 2-minute. Sean, the Jedi Master's here. You get 2 points. Anybody else hanging out there? Locked in 99 top. Let's go Royals. Almost the top of the American League. Oh, they're climbing up there. Kansas City. All right. Locking 99 gets a 2. Chuck. I already got Chuck's 2. Anybody else? Last call for the end of stream entries. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. All right, there we go. End of stream entries are over. If we had a bullpen, it would have happened already. There you go. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Again, I will be doing a whatnot sale tonight. You might see this card. As a matter of fact, you probably will see this card in my whatnot sale tonight. Okay, since it is a serialized card. I have mostly serialized inserts, relics, manufactured patches, and insert type cards. Lots of serial numbered cards. So other than that, let me turn the camera around so I can say my fitting sign off and goodbye. So this has been Don Blondahl, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards, and more, having been live with our Hall of Fame biography, episode 288, Billy Southworth, Trivia ×2, and our FairField Friday. So it's not just words, but be blessed. Y'all take care. Have a great and wonderful weekend. We'll see you next Tuesday at Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. for our next episode, which will be episode 289, Warren Span. So until then, y'all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed weekend, and we'll see you around the channels or on whatnot. Take care. Have a wonderful and blessed night. Bye now.